Hello my crafting bunnies, it's Mio here, and today I'm going to show you how to make this super cute alpaca using needle felt. This alpaca is inspired by the Japanese Alpacasso versions. I love how colorful and happy they look, so I based this one off of those models. I think it's a great alternative for those who don't want to buy one or don't want to import one, so just follow this video if you'd like to learn how to make it, and let's just get started. As with all needle felt projects, you're going to need a felting needle. You can purchase those at Hobby Lobby or at handcrafter.com.hk, a sponge, and some felting wool. So this is going to be the base color of my alpaca. I'm just taking some flesh white colored wool and I'm just rolling it into a cylinder as you see here. And I'm going to needle felt this into a sphere. So all I'm doing is taking my felting needle and poking it around several times, gently rotating it a couple times so that it will form a nice round ball. The more times you poke your needle through the felting wool, the more cross-links it forms, the more smaller and solid it becomes. So after you make the round head, you're going to move on to the body. To me, the body kind of looks like a small miniature hot dog. It's just a little bit longer than the round head that I have. And once you're happy with the shape of it, you can put the head on top of the body and kind of get a general idea as to how large the body is in proportion to the head. To attach the two pieces together, I'm just using my felting needle to felt it down. No glue is required. With a smaller piece of wool, I'm going to felt this into a small, tiny, flat coin, and this is going to be the nose of my alpaca. And with some sewing needle and thread, I'm going to form the mouth and the nose of my alpaca. Instead of using felting wool to form the lines, I think sewing thread forms much straighter lines and it looks really clean if you're not very good at felting really small thin lines. But if you want to felt a nose and a mouth, that's completely optional. I know some of you guys avoid sewing like the plague. Admittingly, I do too sometimes because it's just so time consuming and requires so much precision. But I went ahead and sewed on the nose and the mouth, and once you're happy with how it looks, go ahead and needle felt this onto the head of your alpaca. Now with your felting needle, you're going to poke two holes where you think the eyes are going to belong. Just make sure you position the eyes pretty evenly spaced apart around the nose and the mouth, and I like it to line up where the nose is. And I'm using these animal eyes. I bought these on eBay, but I've also seen some animals' eyes being sold at Joann's and Hobby Lobby, or you can use some clay if you don't have access to either of those, and you can just position the eyes where you had put the holes initially. So here is my very creepy and naked alpaca, and now we're going to go ahead and give it some really cute wool. I've chosen this very light baby pink wool to cover my alpaca. If you want your alpaca to be any other color like the Alpacasso ones have, like the blue and the mint green, absolutely go crazy with your wildest dreams. I'm just gently covering the areas where the color should be, and I'm gently needle felting it onto my alpaca. As you can see, I'm avoiding the areas around the eyes and the nose and the mouth. I'm just needle felting it very gently around. And the reason why I'm using such a gentle hand is because I want my alpaca to be very fluffy. I don't want the felting wool to be stuck to the face. I want it to be very lightly and very gently needle felted onto the head and the body. This will give your alpaca a more three-dimensional look in terms of its face. As you can see, the eyes are a little more sunken in, and it also makes it look more like cotton candy. So moving on to the ears, I'm taking some regular felt and I'm cutting out some round ears. As you can see, I'm kind of using my thumb as the needle pattern here. And once you have two of these ears, I'm going to fold them in half, as you see here, and it gives my ear a little more dimension. And you can either sew these ears on or you can hot glue them on. I chose to hot glue them because, again, I like to avoid sewing. Alright, so once you have the ears placed, you can go ahead and cover the rest of the body with the colored wool that you've chosen. And again, you want to have a very light hand so that your alpaca is nice and fluffy and mimics a plushie. Alright, so this is what my alpaca looks like so far. Now I'm going to need some legs, so with the same colored flesh wool that I used earlier for the head and body, I'm going to needle felt some cylinders to form the 4 stubborn legs that alpacas have. And all you have to do is position them on the bottom part of the body and needle felt them to the pink fluffy body that you have felted earlier. For the tail of your alpaca, I took a lot of pink wool and rolled them into small little balls, and once I have a huge cluster of them, I kind of just needle felted all of the balls onto the butt part so it kind of looks like a cute fluffy round tail. I don't know why, but I think needle felting a bunch of balls onto the tail is the most satisfying part of this tutorial. It's kind of like popping bubble wrap. Anyway, so now we're going to decorate your alpaca, and as you know, all the Alpaca ones come in different colors and sizes and have all sorts of different decorations. So for mine, I'm going to give it a yellow polymer clay star. So with some yellow polymer clay, I just took a clay tool and formed 4 evenly spaced dents all around a yellow piece of clay, and I'm going to gently reshape them with my fingers to form the little points of your star. Once you're happy with the shape of your star, of course, bake it, and you can use it to decorate your adorable little alpaca. I have some extra ribbon laying around the house and just kind of played around with it to form a necklace and figured out how I wanted my alpaca to look. You can make your alpaca look however you want. And don't forget to add some pink blush onto your alpaca. I'm using some pink eyeshadow here, and I'm just gently tapping it on the cheeks right below the eyes so that your alpaca will look like it's blushing because it's so happy and embarrassed. I seem to have added a lot of commentary to this video than I normally do, but I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial anyways. This alpaca is so adorable. I love how it fits in my hand. Makes a wonderful gift. So for more videos like these, please give me a thumbs up and do subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram. My username is FlyingNeo if you'd like to preview some of the other things that are going on in my life. And I will catch you guys very soon. Good luck and bye!